Welcome to this very special episode of the Chef's Cut YouTube only content. We are doing a very special AMA, Ask Me Anything. So me and Joe are going to answer the questions that our Chef's Cut Nation listeners have submitted. And you guys are seeing the Chef's Cut team for the very first time. This is our producer, Sean, and this is our comm strategist, Jordan. So
let's go.
We got everybody here. And they are going to read out the questions that you guys have submitted, all those burning things you want to know about us, food, whatever. I don't know what you got, so they're going to read them out.
I am excited and terrified for this one.
Right. I'm
kind
of scared, Joe. People ask weird shit.
These are all real questions from our Instagram followers. So Jordan went through, we put up a question. If you're not following at the Chef's Cut Pod on Instagram, you can submit questions for our next AMA. You guys want to hear the first one?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. What was your favorite Top Chef challenge besides the finale?
I mean, it's hard not to say Restaurant Wars because I feel, but that's every chef from every season. I feel like they're always like Restaurant Wars.
I absolutely, yeah, I didn't like it. But was that your favorite, Joe?
Damn, you didn't like it?
No. My dish sucked. No, I didn't like Restaurant Wars.
Yeah, but it was still sick. It was fun as fuck.
I'm like, I know how to cook. I can put a dish together. And I was like, what am I doing? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I would say for me, it was Restaurant Wars is definitely number one. And I would say the Mountain Challenge was probably number two.
Oh, where Paul Liebrandt came?
No, fuck that. That weird ass dude. No, when we like slept on the mountain and cooked in the snow over live fire.
Oh my God. Oh, that was I actually loved that one too. Oh my God. My favorite one though was when our family members came.
Oh yeah. That was really cool, but I think less about the challenge of that one because that was a brutal challenge.
Oh, it was
because of the elevation.
Right. What I loved wasn't so much the challenge itself where we cooked the dish that they had made, but when it would have, it had been such like a long slog, like to get to that point. And we were, I was kind of like mentally exhausted. It's just like you're making it through, but then we walked into that cabin and we were on, you sure did. You got a little downtime. But we walked into that cabin, remember? And you know what my first thought was, to be honest? We walked in and I was like, oh, great. There's another cabin in the woods full of white people. And then I was like, but wait, that's my white person. That's my mom.
My white person. It's my white people.
And I saw my mom and I just started crying. I could not hold it. And then I saw she had these ugly shoes on. And I was like, I was crying. And I was like, I looked down after I hugged her. I was like, what do you have on your feet?
God, your mom had an awesome line about you crying too.
Oh, she told me I'm an ugly crier.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah. She's like, no, you're an ugly crier. Don't do that on television.
It was awesome.
And Grandma Mary was there. And your mom was actually there. But they didn't think it was fair to let a contestant have two people since everybody else had one. But since Grandma Mary was older, she couldn't come by herself. So you didn't even know that your mom was there. But my mom like told me off on the side and was like, Joe's mom is here. She's awesome. We've been hanging out. It's like Chicago in the house. And then you started freaking out because they brought Grandma Mary solo on a mountain. And I was like, I can't tell him.
I was hot. I was like, you dragged my 88-year-old grandmother up a fucking mountain. Like, I was like, are you guys idiots?
By herself.
Like, what are you doing? And they were like, oh, like, we thought it'd be like cool. I was like, you thought this is cool? Like, you had to take us up here on like trucks. Like, you just like, we're like, threw my 88-year-old grandmother in the back of a truck and rode her up a mountain. It's like, if there weren't cameras here, I'd be holding your head under the water outside in the lake.
We were holding on for dear life to get up that mountain. That was a brutal trip.
All right,
but that was my favorite.
So we're going to switch gears a little bit. What was your first day as a line cook like?
Deer caught in the headlights. I got my ass kicked.
I didn't think I was going to make it to day 2.
I was literally like, oh, okay. I suck at life, but like, I'm going to come back tomorrow and try to get better. But it was awful.
Oh, it's just like all my knife cuts sucked. Everything took me forever. I felt like I was going down in flames the whole time. I was calling everybody chef because I didn't know what anyone did there. I was just like, hey, chef, hey, chef, hey, chef, hey, chef. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I was like, I don't know if I'll make it. Like, I'm like, I felt like they were going to fire me every day.
All right. What's one cardinal sin that makes you judge a chef?
Okay, there's a couple, but let's start with I don't know, I'm a stickler for like hygiene in the kitchen. It just like, I cannot tell you the depth of my soul that just starts burning with flames of hatred when I see like dirty nails, nail polish, chipped nail polish, hair out. Like that to me, I'm judging. I try to pull it back, but my initial reaction is, oh, like you're not a real professional because you don't care about your guests to be clean for your guests and not get them sick.
I have an off kilter one, and this is it's not like an other chef's, but yeah, you believe it. But it's like, maybe this is more of a pet peeve. If you throw away the tickets during service, like you spiked them and like in between turns, you're like, oh, there's a lot of tickets on the spike. I'm going to throw them away.
People do that?
Yes. And it's like, okay, one of my chefs used to do it.
I don't know why. Why is that? Why is that a problem? I actually
you might
don't
need
know.
them at the end of the night. Like,
right.
something
And it's
could
like
happen.
After the turn, like you probably don't need them. But I used to have a chef who, when he worked for me, every time I would get off the pass, he would like throw all the spike tickets away to like clean the spike. And like finally, like one day, I was like, if you do this again, I go, I'm gonna fucking freak out. Like I'm like, please stop. And it's like, I'm not a superstitious person, but like, if you throw those tickets away, you will need one, and something bad will happen. It'll curse your service.
But wait, because I genuinely don't know.
You do not get
why
rid of
do you
tickets.
need them?
So
what is an example?
The pass is breaking down because it's like, oh, hey, like you spike a ticket. You're like, all right, pork chop, 52, spike 52, goes on the spike. 15 minutes later, the server comes up. They're like, hey, did that sweet potatoes ever go out to 52? And you're like, I don't think there was a sweet potato sub 52. They're like, oh, I rang it in. So then you go, you dig through, you find 52. Guess what? There's no sweet potatoes on it. Or there is a sweet potatoes on it. You're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, no, we didn't send that. Like, get that out right away.
Or an allergy. Like there's, you save all tickets until the end of the night. Also, like that could happen. Anything could happen. And you need to be able to refer to what was written on the ticket. Like if somebody has a peanut allergy, and a dish goes out,
the second you throw them away, something bad.
And they're like, chef, they had a peanut allergy, and the vinaigrette they got is the one that's made with peanut oil or has peanuts in it. And you're like, you didn't put peanut allergy on the ticket. You didn't put any allergies on the ticket. Yes, I did. No, you did not. And I will show you right here. Just a million things. It doesn't happen every day, but like Joe said, when you throw them away is when you need them. It's the night it's going to happen.
Yep. All right, next one before I get too fired up about this.
So for a chef, from your perspective, what is the most prestigious cooking competition that you can win?
Top Chef, obviously. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's so many of them now. I think Top Chef's really hard. Tournament of Champions is really hard. Like prestigious is kind of a weird one. Like 𝗏𝗂 𝗏𝗏, probably like prestigious wise, but it's also like,
but that's such a small subset.
This is what I mean though. If you ask any line cook, be like, name me 2 𝗏𝗂 𝗏𝗏 winners.
Tom Allen and Phil Tessier.
Okay, you got 2. You had 2 more than I had. I have 0. I would be like, Robuchon?
He oversaw it. Robuchon oversaw it. Yeah, I mean, 𝗏𝗂 𝗏𝗏 is super prestigious in that way, but it's not really well known outside. I was going to say,
for people that don't know, what is it?
It's like the Culinary Olympics.
It's like the fine dining Culinary Olympics, like
right. And it's like a very just like particular skill set. So it's a very odd one. Like that's probably the most like
people practice these dishes for months.
If you asked the top, if you went through the top 50 list in the world of chefs and restaurants, I mean, that's what they would probably say.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you ask like I don't know. I would probably say Top Chef though, honestly, because it was kind of the first in that space. It was a big deal. It had a huge impact on the industry, on media. So to me, Top Chef is still probably, the most prestigious. But Padma's got a new show coming out. What is it? The Culinary Cup. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But to me, it was like, yeah, Top Chef was the one that I heard about for so many years,
Yeah.
and people know outside of our industry. So
Yeah, I think that still might be the top.
yeah.
All right, so let's say that you weren't, this is a hypothetical. Let's say you weren't working as chefs. You'd never gone into this career path. What do you think you would be doing with your career if you weren't chefs?
I would have been a sniper assassin.
Have you ever seen a rifle of that caliber, Adrienne Cheatham? It's about 6 inches taller than you.
When I was
about
little,
6 inches taller than you. You wouldn't even be able to like reach from the scope to the fucking guard.
When I was little, I watched The Professional, and I was like, "Oh my
flick.
God, I want to sleep with my eyes open. I would crush it." So that was the career path I was going to pursue. Probably not, but yeah. What about you, Joe?
Man, I don't know. I don't like have a good one. I did so many different things. You know what I mean? Like I was an accounting major, but I can't imagine that I would have ever really truly stayed with that. My plan was to study accounting and then go to law school, and be a lawyer.
I don't see that at all. I mean, I could see it, but like tough bad fit.
I think I could do really well as like a TV church preacher. I think I could do well in that market. Like if I had to do somewhere, it's like, what do you think you'd be really successful at? It's like, I think I got a crush.
I think you would too.
Adrienne, I have a question. Because you started in pastry. That was like your big focus for a time. Have you ever thought about focusing on that again? Or was that like not it for you?
Oh no, that ship has sailed. Once you get a taste of the dark side, there's no going back.
You can't. You can't. It's like
it's too hard. Like I went from being OCD and like systems, linear thing, like to becoming like a pirate. And after that, it's like I don't know if I can put that dark cloud back in the box.
It's like after the first time you've taken a flight somewhere and you're like, I'm gonna go back to only traveling by train.
Oh no.
Like it's just, I just really appreciate the journey of the train.
Do you still like? But do you enjoy like say we're going to compare creating your own recipe for a main course versus trying to come up with your own baked good? Is that like even comparable? Is one of them more fun than the other?
I still love dessert, and I love baking and pastry are kind of two different things. I still love pastry and desserts. Some baking, I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a baker, but I do love doing desserts and doing private work. You are also the pastry chef. So I do have a lot more practice in it now, probably more even than when I worked in pastry. But I don't know if I could ever go back.
All right, here's one that's a little bit of a more rapid fire. Are you using scissors or a pizza cutter to cut pizza?
Pizza cutter.
Pizza cutter.
Who uses? I mean, I guess
People use
I actually, you know what? I have a friend whose dad does like the whole we're doing pizza outside with my wood-fired oven, and he has the giant scissors, and I'm never going back.
Whoa.
They're great.
I would use a mezzaluna before scissors, but I would use a pizza. I'm pizza.
I remember like my friend's mom. I would like Bobby Weller's mom in grade school, like cutting up the jacks with the scissors. You know what I mean? Like.
All right, so okay, this one's probably directed at Joe because I know he has a strong opinion on this. Is cheese allowed on an Italian beef sandwich?
It's allowed. It's not necessary.
Then it becomes a cheesesteak.
No, well, okay. That's a fucking insane.
That's a Philly thing. That's a different sandwich. I've never had an Italian beef with cheese on it. I don't think it should be.
Okay, well
allowed.
then you fucking haven't lived. One, two, like it's like try some new things, Adrienne. Get outside the box. Like I just don't think it needs it. It's allowed. Some people like it. For me, it's like I want it. You know what I mean? The way the Lord intended. Just baptized with hot peppers and
giardiniera.
Send that.
I like mine with the Italian sausage in it. I like.
Oh,
the
you
combo.
like a combo?
Yeah, I like the
You a
combo.
combo girl?
I'm a combo. I like the
That's
shaved
a
beef and the Italian sauce.
That's a special breed.
With a hit of giardiniera, little yellow mustard on the side to occasionally slather on a bite.
You meet a girl who's a combo girl. She's not afraid to punch you in public.
So if you had to work front of house for a shift, which position would you choose?
I bartended for a few years in New York, but
Bro, you could not cocktail bartend.
no, not like real bartend. No, this was like Long
Beer to
Island's vodka and vodka Coke, vodka Diet Coke, like maybe a Cosmo if we were getting froggy.
Well,
It was that time in New York. Yeah, Cosmos were still cool. Shit, I got to think about that. What about you, Joe?
oh, throw a jacket on me. I'm working the floor, baby. I'm working that whole room. I'm touching tables. I'm seating people. I'm running drinks, running food. I'm working it. I've done
Nature
it. You know what I
D.
mean? I've whatever. It's like, I mean, that's part of it. Like, it's like if you were running a restaurant right now, it's like, you hop in where you need to. You know what I mean? It's like I seat tables sometimes, I'll clear dishes, whatever. It's like I'll jump in anywhere. I think like the hardest position for me to jump into the front of the house would be like if I had to like make drinks behind the bar, like cocktail bartend would be the hardest, or like barista. Like my baristas at Bar Tutto are really good.
Yeah.
And it's like I can barista like I can bartend. It's like you can have the coffee equivalent to a shot and a beer.
Right.
And that's it. You have black coffee and you can have espresso shots.
You want a drip or an espresso?
If you want me to put them together, I will put them together. But that's it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
you want ice, you can have ice.
I think I would like to be a waiter for a shift. I think that would be fun. Like frustrating and a weird set of challenges, but like getting people's orders right, making sure. Yeah, I don't know. I would take a waiter shift.
Yeah.
No side work though. No side work. I'm not making napkin rolls and folding.
No, you're folding napkins.
No, I'm not.
All right, so you both love cookbooks. I mean, we can see them if you're watching. Everyone's watching on YouTube right now, so you can see those cookbooks. When people ask you what cookbook do you recommend for a home cook, what do you usually say?
Ooh.
I ask them what they like to cook. You know what I mean? It's like you got to get more specific than that. That's way, way too broad. You know what I mean? It's the same if somebody was like, "Oh, I want to read a good book. What should I read?" It's like, I don't know, Harry Potter. Like, what? It's like, what do you like? You know what I mean? Because it's like, are you a sci-fi nerd? It's like, yeah, read Ender's Game. Like, but like, for me, it's like I have to ask a few more questions before I get into that. It's like, oh,
well, let's say somebody was like, "Oh, I'm Italian cooking. I want to get better at that, and like it's my favorite thing."
Like you're a home cook, you're not like trying to like truly understand Italian cooking. I would say,
sounds so judgy, Joe. You're not
I mean,
really trying to understand it.
But there's some books that I think are better in theory, than like recipe. Like Cooking by Hand, Paul Bertoli's book, like is a book that it's like I tell all my chefs to read because it explains so much about Italian food. And it's not necessarily that you need any of the recipes from that book, but the stuff he talks about balsamic vinegar and about olive oil and tomatoes and all these things is like, that's the really important part of that book. But if you're a home cook, it's like, you don't really need to know the process of how balsamic vinegar is made. Right. You know what I mean? I think it's more like, what are you going to throw together? I think Mark Vetri's books on pasta are really good, and pizza, and they're really, really, really home cook friendly. Like, I think he does a good job with his books of making them like that. They're both like really technically sound and home cook friendly. I like Katie Parlow's books about Italy a lot. I probably own a few of those as well.
I like Tasting Rome.
Yeah.
I always like Tasting Rome was a great one with Christina Gill. So I always refer people, like, it depends on how serious of a home cook you are. Like Harold McGee on cooking is a phenomenal book. Flavor 101 or the Flavor Guide is a great book because it helps you like develop an understanding. It's like you need a cookbook to go apply that knowledge to, but it gives you examples in it. But Harold McGee on cooking is like a book I always recommend to people, to like just knowing why things are done a certain way and what happens when you combine these things and apply heat to them or cold to them. I think that's a phenomenal book. And then I think it was maybe Michael Ruhlman was Ratios. That was one of my favorite books of all time because it explains stuff for pastry, like 2 parts dry ingredient, 1 part wet, 2 parts fat, this, this percentage of leavening agent, depending on what you're doing. I think like books like that for a home cook, like once you get that, you need cookbooks to get inspiration, but you have to look at the amounts in the cookbooks less because you understand why things are done a certain way. But again, awesome. Yeah, it depends on what you're going for. If you're just like, I want a grilling cookbook, like I'm not going to recommend those.
All right, we have a controversial question. This one we're going to get a little spicy. Jordan, why don't you throw that one out? I think we're ready for it.
Uh-oh. All right, so we're going to take it back to Top Chef for a minute. Was Claudette as bad as the show made her out to be?
I plead the fifth.
This is what I will say. No one can make you say anything you didn't say. How it comes off, how they get you in there, like, no, I don't think Claudette is as bad as the show made her seem. But it's like, I think some people took those interviews as confessionals or therapy sessions, and they are not. They are interrogations. And anything you do and say will be held against you in the court of public opinion. And so that was, a tough one for her. Like, her and I are fine. I've seen her since, and you know what I mean? I haven't seen her in a while, but like, we're cool. Can't speak for everyone.
Let's do some reflecting and some flashbacking, thinking about what advice would you give your younger self? What would you have wanted to hear when you were starting out?
I think just a reminder, like, I think, Aisha said it on the pod, like, enjoy being a line cook. You don't do it forever. It feels like you're going to do it forever, but you don't. You don't get to do it forever. It's like, enjoy it. Like, it's a special time. Enjoy the journey. And it sounds super cheesy, but I wish I would have taken way more pictures. Not to be all bad bunny
phones
about
weren't
it.
even allowed in kitchens like when I started, and there were no camera phones, and it was rare for somebody to like bring an actual camra back
Right.
then.
It would have been insane. You know what I mean? But it's like I desperately wish we would have.
I feel like my advice to my younger self, I was so scared that I wasn't doing a good job. I was so scared of making mistakes that my advice to my younger self would have been like, just get over it. Like, just get over it. I don't know if you want to say like, let your balls drop, like whatever. Just get over yourself. Stop being scared. Stop being timid. Get that confidence because nobody's going to give it to you. You just have to just go for it. And I think like that held me back for a long time, like being too timid, too uncertain of myself. And you just get into the space where you're second guessing everything you do. You're spinning out. You can't make a decision because you're worried that it's going to be the wrong one. Like overthinking the hell out of everything, second guessing myself, just like stop.
Okay, next question. And this is I'm going to put together a couple questions from the listeners. Which one of these things happens first? Adrienne opens her restaurant or Joe publishes his cookbook? Which one do you think happens first? When people are asking, when are we getting the cookbook, Joe? That's really...
I think Joe publishing a cookbook is more likely to happen before I open a restaurant, personally. Unless somebody comes up with something tomorrow, I think that's more likely.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't started on a cookbook, so it's like I'm 3 years away if I started today. So
I haven't started on a restaurant. I'm 2 years of construction, a year of fundraising, and menu development away. So we're on the same timeline.
Not if you come to Chicago.
I don't know. I still think a book is more likely. You could knock it out. I feel like you probably got more fodder for a cookbook than you realize.
Oh, I'm filled with fodder. You know that about me, Adrienne. I'm basically a fodder farm over here. But
What you got next, Sean?
We got time for a couple more. Jordan, why don't you go? Let's give us another one.
Yeah. I think we have one that might be another controversial one. So
Jordan
if
chose
we
violence today.
if we had a redo of the Top Chef finale,
Joe would lose.
who's gonna win?
Joe would lose. He's going down.
you know, I've
Bring it,
said this.
not at
I've said
altitude.
this. I've said this on record many times. Many times. You run that back 10 times, I might lose 9 out of 10. But I just didn't lose that time. You know what I mean? It's just it's that day. You know what I mean? I've always said it's like I don't think I'm a better cook than Adrienne. I don't think I'm a better chef than Adrienne. It's like I had the better day that day. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like I don't think people get like at that level. It's like high level golf. You know what I mean? It's like what I did doesn't matter to what she did. Like we're two siloed things. There's nothing I can do to prevent her from doing as good as she can. There's nothing she can do to prevent me from doing as well as I can.
Right.
So it's like if we ran it straight back, like
yeah, I think there's a good 50-50. It could go either way. And I've actually thought about that before because being a chef is also making the right decision for the circumstance in which you're cooking. And I didn't adjust my dishes for altitude and dryness. And, you get this idea in your head of what you want to cook. And you're like, no, this is what I'm cooking. But not making those little detailed decisions that maybe I don't need to do this at altitude because guess what? Octopus doesn't braise the same up here and things dry out and stuff like that. Like, I think some of those decisions definitely were bad decisions for the finale. So I don't know. It's like, get us off a mountain. I think we both have a good shot. It could go either way.
Here you go. It's a coin flip every time.
I don't know, but
you know what I mean?
Joe's
Anytime, anywhere.
asparagus was.
So it's like, don't know.
I don't know if you guys remember the finale. Apparently, that asparagus would have won every time, though.
Yeah, the asparagus, man.
My mom still talks about that. Like, was that asparagus that damn good? I was like, Mom, I didn't even taste it. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't taste shit.
All right, last question. We're going to end on this one. Would the two of you ever open a restaurant together?
Tomorrow.
Oh, that would
not
be
in Miami or New York, but
only Chicago.
Not only Chicago. I won't say that. I would be. I think, in my grand scheme of life, I'm open to the idea of opening a restaurant outside of the city of Chicago. Neither one of those cities are where I'm open to it. But I could be
a blast.
I've been talking to weirder shit.
Right. That could go either way. We could either become even better friends or we could never speak again. So I don't know. I'm almost inclined to say no because I want us to continue being friends.
It's because you're scared. Don't be scared. I know it'd be great. I have no doubts about it. I would have fun. I would drive. This is what it would really be. I would drive Adrienne out of her fucking mind.
That's
like,
what
you know
I'm
what I mean?
afraid
Because I would just love doing it so much. Like,
And
it would be
I
so hard not to just like fuck with her all the time. And she would just be like, Jesus Christ. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like I have the balance of like, I am really organized and I take care of things. So it's like you're super annoyed, but you're like, I know this person is just doing annoying things to be annoying. And that's why it would be so fun. Like,
But I know
shit.
you're so good at what you do and you care about it so much. So I know that it would be like so edifying and fun and learning a lot and having a great time doing it. So like, I know it would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really good at not giving you like concrete reasons to be mad at me, but just super abstract ones. So it's like, people would just be like, oh, you're just being crazy.
Right.
You're like, no, you don't get it. Like, dude keeps hiding my Sharpies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like,
He turned my knife the opposite direction. Now I
Right.
have to pick it up with my left hand, not my
Right.
right. Like,
He moved
who
the
does
ticket
that?
rail. He moved the ticket rail an
Diabolical.
inch every time I moved away. I know he did. I can't prove it, but I know he did. Like,
Diabolical shit.
All right, well, that's the last question. Jordan, tell everybody where they can follow us and how they can interact if they want to send questions. We're going to do another one of these. That was fun, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely.
great.
Absolutely. Yeah, you
And
can
clearly we're not afraid to ask all the questions.
you can follow us on Instagram at the Chef's Cut Pod. You can DM. We'll have call outs either in our stories or on the grid. We also actually received a few questions from TikTok, so that will be available as an option as well.
Are we on TikTok?
Yeah. You never seen it?
Yeah.
Joseph.
I'm not on TikTok.
Honestly, Joe, you've gone viral on TikTok and you don't even know it. It's the truth. I mean, there's been moments where the videos are popping off.
That's hilarious. No clue. Today
Yes,
years old, guys.
IG is the best place to submit your questions. And as you can see, it's a boatload of fun, and we're looking forward to doing it next time.
Yes,
The next
can't
AMA,
wait.
I should throw in some questions about the podcast that I haven't asked yet.
Sleepers.
Like, are we on TikTok?
Thank you guys so much for joining us here for this YouTube-only episode of Ask Me Anything with the Chef's Cut with me, Adrienne 𝗬𝗓𝗏, Joe Flamm, and the whole Chef's Cut team.